You know what I mean? Be like dad. Feel nothing. You know, and just keep running towards the next job.
Yeah.
But luckily I did. That was the right thing to do for me at that time. So here's the story. Pete Holmes Show gets canceled. Me and my producer and partner, who's wonderful, Oren Brimmer, we still work together. We're like, what should we do? We have a little bit of a name now. Let's go to Comedy Central and we'll pitch them a sketch show, because so much of what made the Pete Holmes Show popular was the sketches. So we're like, we'll be the pop culture sketch show. Key and Peele was on at the time, but there was nobody doing just like we'd do in Indiana Jones or Friday the 13th. We love that stuff. Star Wars, we love that stuff. So we'll be the pop culture sketch show. Kent Alterman, who was the
love Kent.
He's great. Was the head of Comedy Central at the time. We're in a meeting just like this, just like the three of us, except Oren's here. And in the small talk, that sort of Swedish 10 minutes where you just kind of shoot the shit, because nobody just wants to start like, here's the idea. Imagine Luke Skywalker, but he works at a Supercuts. Like nobody wants to start like that. You start with, how are you?
Right.
In that 10 minutes, we're about to pitch a sketch show. Kent Alterman says, just offhandedly as a joke, he goes, well, one thing's for sure, we don't want another fucking sketch show. And everyone laughs. And I'm like,
that's what I'm going to pitch you.
Not anymore. If there was a shredder, if there was a barrel fire in the room, I would have tossed the deck.
Really? So you just aborted?
We, mid-meeting, just said, we just wanted to check in and see what you guys are up to, and like just didn't pitch it. He probably was like, I thought it was a pitch meeting. We didn't pitch it. We left. Here's the best part though. So this is kind of a no. And pirate, knife,
right,
rope, burning. Petey goes in the car. Third person. Just
talking
kick
third.
me in the dick right now. Ryan, just like a real, right in the ding. But I'm real desperate, and I'm real. It not even for like, you know, like it wasn't like how am I going to eat. It was more like what the fuck am I going to do, like an existential, like what is my life going to be? And I said, it's one of those great little moments where you go, okay, if you could do anything, what could you do? And I don't want to be too woo-woo, but I think I'm not even a believer necessarily in like the hard secret or manifesting or anything, but I am a big capital case, uppercase believer in if you can't see it, no one else is going to see it first. You have to see it. Right. If you want to be Harrison Ford, you have to go like, I want to be Harrison Ford. I'm not saying that's going to make it happen, but if you can't see yourself on...
Manifest.
Sort of.
Right.
Green light it. You green light it first, because if you don't, I think you're going to unconsciously be sabotaging yourself or limiting yourself.
Right. You have to 100% believe in what you're saying.
At least take a second to ask yourself, if you can't see yourself on the Raiders poster, why? And maybe clean that up. Maybe mommy loved you too much. Maybe she loved you not enough, but something went funky. Fix that.
Yeah.
So in the car, I had enough self-love to go like, let's be real. What would you do if you could do anything? And I think that's a really important question. It's that high school guidance counselor question. And I said, I'm obsessed with Judd Apatow my whole life. Like, for real. I know everybody loves Judd, but like 40-year-old virgin meant a lot to me. Knocked Up meant even more to me. I started getting divorced when This Is 40 was out. If you recall, Paul Rudd's character in that movie is named Peter. Right. And Leslie Mann tearfully is like wondering if she's going to stay with Peter. And I'm like, I'm sitting next to my wife who is cheating on me. And I'm like,
your wife's cheating you on at this point.
Yeah. No, we're seeing a fucking Judd movie. And I'm like, it's helping me through something that I don't even know is about to happen.
Wow.
And I love girls. And the TV show Girls. The TV show Girls.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
I love girls.
Non sequitur.
I enjoy girls.
Okay. All right.
No, I love the TV show Girls. I do love women. I tend to get along with women.
Good for you.
Better than men. I didn't just mean sexually. I just mean like as people.
Yeah.
You're
in the car.
Oh yeah. So I go, thank you. I would do an HBO show like Girls, 30-minute drama comedy. This is on a Wednesday. I had Judd's assistant or somebody's email from when he did the Pete Holmes show 6 months earlier. And I emailed Josh Church. And I emailed Josh Church and I go, hey, Josh, I have an idea for Judd. Does he have 15 minutes for me? And they're like, yeah, but we're in New York shooting Trainwreck. I wish I had more stories like this because this is such a fun story.
I like this.
I'm like down in the dumps.
Yeah.
But I'm doing all of this almost in a fit of mania like I am today. I'm manic today, but not manic bipolar. I just mean I'm very flared up.
Yeah.
So I'm emailing Josh and he's like, he can see you Friday morning. We're on like 26th and 10th or something. They're in New York.
Wow. The fact that he made time for you so soon.
Yes, but I don't think he knew that I was in LA. And I was just like, I'll see you there.
You got on a plane.
I flew out the next day. I didn't even have to pitch. Oh, I left out the key part. Before I emailed, I thought, okay, what's interesting about me? I'm raised religious and I'm divorced. That's fine. You tell me you have a show you want to do about that. I'm like, okay, you're 70% of the way there. And then I went, and when my wife leaves me, I have nowhere to stay, but I stay with a different comedian every episode. And I go, now we have what's called an engine. There's a repeatable pattern. Whether or not you do that, that's how you sell a pilot, because you plant in the executive's mind, oh, I can see how this is something with legs.
Right.
So once I had that epiphany of like, fuck, and we call it crashing, right? Literally like writing it on the airline napkin. Real cliche.
Wow.
Flew to the set of Trainwreck.
Not even knowing what you're going to talk about and coming up with it on the way to
on
New
the flight.
York.
Yeah, writing it out. I wish I had that napkin. I get to the set of Trainwreck. They're shooting in the magazine office. Vanessa Bayer is there. The kid who plays the Flash is there. And Amy is there, of course. And I know Amy a little bit, so I'm talking with Amy. And then at some point they call cut and they take a break and I get 12 minutes to pitch Crashing. And I'm better at pitching now, but I wasn't really good at it. But luckily Judd liked it. He was getting into stand-up at the time, like getting back into doing it. So pitching a stand-up origin story to a guy who was going through his second stand-up origin story. And also, frankly, knowing what I know now, Judd wanted to be with comedians. He wanted to be doing sets. He wanted to do a comedy tour to promote all this stuff. So it was right.
Were
up
you
his
nervous when you were pitching him?
Yeah, I didn't. Let's say the meeting, I think I met him at like 7. I was probably up at 5.
Did he say, let's get on with it right away? Like no small talk? Was there any small talk? Or hey,
the
good
whole
to see.
thing was small talk. There never was like okay, so imagine a little show called Crashing.
But,
it wasn't like that.
But at this point, your wife hadn't divorced you yet. You weren't cheated on yet.
Oh, no. This is years after that.
Years after that.
Yeah,
so the whole cheating thing, this is many years after that.
I got divorced when I was 28. And at this point, I am 34.
Were you absolutely depressed and just crushed when that happened?
I love that you're steering it back to a more relatable area for you.
Yes.
Were you lonely?
Were you lonely? Let's go back to loneliness.
How many 3PO
I need
heads
somebody
said
to
goodbye?
relate to me.
I would love to relate to you. That's the story.
But I can't.
Can I say one more thing to that?
No, please. I love this. Go.
The best part is, to me, is Judd didn't say yes. You know what he said? He said, write 15 pages. A purge. It felt like a challenge. I'm an Enneagram. Well, my wing is 4. I don't know if you know what that is.
I kind of.
We love our own pain.
Okay.
3 is the achiever. That's my main number, but I have a 4 wing, which means I love Radiohead. You know what I mean? Like I love sad stuff. The National is my favorite band.
I love The National.
Yeah, I could
you
Matt
get
Berninger is a
Would
great,
he really do the podcast?
When I was like asking you, I was like, who's easy? Who's like a friend?
He's easy.
Matt is my friend, and
Mark Duplass is easy.
And Mark Duplass, but he won't be back in town until. I have a note to myself.
Yes,
to get
I believe me. I love Mark. Did you see Creep? The Creep movies?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Spooky.
Creep
That's
and
probably
Creep
why
2.
I didn't watch it.
I fucking love it. Okay, go back.
So he goes, it's a challenge. He goes, write 15 pages of, or maybe it's 10, but he was like, just write everything you remember about being divorced. And I was writing about losing my erection while I was masturbating. Like, you ever been so sad that you can't even jerk off?
Of course.
But
I fall asleep jerking off.
Yeah, that's a little different. Yeah, that's a different kind of giving up. This was like, I don't even want me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even, but sidebar, you really realize when I got divorced, there was even a part of me, because I like jerking off so much, I was like, oh, I can just jerk off all the time. Like, I had never really been single.
Right.
And it turns out sex and jerking off are completely different things. You know, like you need like you want a body. You want, as Jacqueline Novak says, you want the hug of it. You know,
right? Jerking off is just release.
Yeah, but I was like, I'll just do this, and I was like, after a while, I was like, you're pushing. It's like the engine on the Enterprise. You're really pushing the limits of how much you can self-soothe this way.
Right.
But I put all the most embarrassing stuff in there that I could muster. My mom kisses me on the lips, all that sort of stuff. And I think so I met him and I sent it to him like the next day. And then he was telling me stand-up premises, and I also sent him in the car to the airport the next morning. I just wrote out tags and just kind of manically being like, hey, you know that bit you pitched me? Here's and he wrote back, I'll never forget. He wrote back, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. And I was like, okay, I think we're becoming friends. And then when he read the pilot, I wrote a pilot after the document, and I rewrote that pilot, I think 6 or 7 times with different people. So not just a rewrite, but what if it was Hannibal? What if it was Amy Schumer? What if it was, none of them were Artie. It ended up being Artie Lang. But I wrote it, and I was so young and hungry and didn't have a baby, to be honest. I would trade my baby for all of this, but when you don't have a baby, I can write a script in a couple days.
Right.
And now it's a little bit harder. But anyway, there was all of this Mr. Miyagi-ing happening.
And you didn't, and still it wasn't a yes, we're doing this.
It still wasn't a yes.
Right.
But he was asking and I was doing, and it was real. It was also mixing metaphors. It was very like Charles Sims in Scent of a Woman, and he was Frank Slade. Slate? He was Pacino.
Right.
And people who know me know I'm tempted to do my Pacino, but I won't. Anyway, that's the story of Crashing, more or less.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you found out that show was getting picked up, was that just one of the highlights of your life?
It was really great. I remember the second season got picked up while I was recording a podcast with Valerie, who became my wife. But we actually paused the podcast to take the phone call. So there's some episode out there. I think it's me, her, and Brent
Where you get the call on the podcast.
But you don't hear it. We should have left it in. I don't know what we were doing.
Wow.
But I guess I didn't know if I could announce it yet or something. But you can tell my mood elevates mid-episode.
Really?
And when the pilot got picked up, I jumped on our couch. I stood up and jumped on our couch, and I broke it.
You broke the couch.
And I kept it for a while because it was the happiest break. It was like
right.
I jumped on this couch like Tom Cruise and broke it.
Wow.
And
out of happiness.
And there's a Bruce Springsteen. He's a friend. I'm kidding. He said,
he's been on the podcast. No. God damn.
That wouldn't kill me. Some people are crazy for Bruce.
Right.
I'm more of a